World War II was one of the most devastating conflicts in human history. It reshaped nations, redefined borders, and left an indelible mark on humanity. But what if the United States, the sleeping giant, had never entered the war? How would this decision have changed the course of history? Today, we'll explore this alternate reality and uncover the potential consequences for America, Europe, Asia, and beyond. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, dragging the United States into World War II. This pivotal moment marked America's official entry into the global conflict. But imagine a scenario where isolationist sentiment prevailed, or perhaps FDR chose not to ask Congress for a declaration of war. Let's dive deeper into this thought experiment. Without American troops, resources, or industrial power backing the Allies, it's likely that Britain and the Soviet Union would have struggled even more against Germany. While the USSR eventually pushed back against the Wehrmacht, they may not have been able to achieve total victory without significant aid from the Lend-Lease program, a lifeline provided by the US. A weakened Britain could have faced greater pressure to negotiate peace with Hitler. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union might have secured dominance over Eastern Europe but at an even higher cost in lives and resources. A stalemate between the Nazis and Soviets is also possible, leaving much of Europe divided under authoritarian regimes for decades. In the Pacific, the absence of the United States would have drastically altered the balance of power. After Pearl Harbor, America mobilized its vast industrial base to wage war across the Pacific Ocean. Without this intervention, Japan's aggressive expansion could have continued unchecked. And what about nuclear weapons? Without the Manhattan Project, which relied heavily on American funding and expertise, it's unlikely that atomic bombs would have been developed in time to end the war quickly. Instead, prolonged conventional warfare could have devastated millions more lives. While staying out of World War II might seem appealing from an isolationist perspective, it would have had profound effects on the United States itself. Economically, America benefited immensely from wartime production. Factories churned out planes, tanks, and ships, pulling the nation out of the Great Depression. Without this economic boom, recovery from the Great Depression could have taken far longer. Unemployment rates might have remained high, leading to social unrest and political instability. Additionally, the U.S. would have missed out on establishing itself as a global superpower, a position cemented through its leadership during and after the war. The post-war order, including institutions like the United Nations, NATO, and the Bretton Woods system, might never have existed. Instead, a fragmented world dominated by rival powers could have emerged, making international cooperation nearly impossible. Finally, let's consider the long-term implications for humanity. World War II spurred rapid advancements in science, medicine, and technology, from radar systems to jet engines. Many innovations stemmed directly from wartime research. Would these breakthroughs still have occurred without the urgency of global conflict? Moreover, the Cold War, a direct result of World War II, shaped geopolitics for half a century. Without the US entering the war, the ideological battle between democracy and communism might have unfolded very differently, or not at all. Our interconnected world, driven by globalization and technological progress, owes much to the decisions made during this tumultuous era. So, what can we conclude? If America had not entered World War II, the world might look vastly different, perhaps darker, more divided, and less advanced. While counterfactual history is inherently speculative, it reminds us of the immense impact individual choices and events can have on shaping our collective future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What other historical what-ifs would you like us to explore? See you next time.